Hello and welcome to your full moon in Libra, April 11th and 12th reading. Now the full moon in Libra is a really important one for us because, first of all, full moon in Libra talks about our relationships, and because the moon has to do with our feelings, the emotions coming up from the inside, that plus relationships, you can already tell that's a very interesting mix there. And because Jupiter is aspecting the moon at the same time, everything is magnified. So I think we're in for quite a ride if we're not aware of what's going on and if we don't do anything about it. But that's why we have the cards. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask the cards how we can deal with these energies of balance in our relationships. You know, Libra is about relationships, and especially the balance between those relationships. Not only our love relationships, but, relationships with anyone who's in our life. It can be your boss at work, it can be your coworker, it can be anyone who you're dealing with every day, your mother, your father, your family, your friends, your spouse, your children. So we're going to look at different areas in our lives, and we're going to see what advice the cards can give us. So I'm going to look at, first of all, work relationships, second, love, and third, family and friends. So I'm just shuffling here, and I chose a significator this time. A very important technique if you want to focus on something, and of course it's justice. It's the justice card because this is the Libra card. This is about balancing, about looking at things, bringing things, making things right? So this will be our significator so we can focus on the full moon in Libra here. And, one card flew out. No, that doesn't count. And I'm going to start with the readings now. Sagittarius, let's see what this full moon can bring you in form of balancing your relationships. Okay, Sagittarius. Okay. Okay, the card's almost ready for you. I've been shuffling for you, concentrating on you. Oh, there we go, right? When the cards just stick and stick, then that means they're ready. Sagittarius, first card. Your work relationships. You are feeling blocked in some way, that there is no breaking through, that you can't see through a situation or move forward. Does that make sense, Sagittarius? We'll see how you can resolve this. The Nine of Cups, upright. All right, here you go. Very interesting. Okay, you're feeling blocked, and this is what you have to do. Okay. Sagittarius, I'm going to come back to that one. I want to see the whole spread, okay, to see how the cards connect and make sense together. I have the feeling there's something coming up in the next two rows, which will make sense. Okay, let's see. Love. Okay, the Nine of Wands reversed. There you go, Sag. The Nine of Wands reversed. So in your love relationship, Sagittarius, I remember something about the reading in April for you. Things about love in that reading, that kind of makes sense. This is someone who is kind of giving up, who doesn't want to hang on, who doesn't want to be faithful, who doesn't want to stick to things. This is the upright one. This is, the very loyal person who is just hanging on and, no matter what. And this is someone who doesn't want to do it. So, are you wanting to give up? Are you wanting to step back? Are you wanting to not hang on with your love relationship? Something to do in your love relationship? Sag, is that right? Let's see. Let's continue. We'll get back to those cards that I haven't read. Okay. The Seven of Wands. This is the advice card. The Seven of Wands. Again, the advice cards, this time I'll read a little later. I just want to see the challenges in your relationships this full moon first, and then see how we can resolve it. Third one, friends and family. King of Cups reversed. All right, this is you again. We had this one before for another sign, I remember. Okay, so just the last card, the advice, King of Pentacles reversed. All right, so I'm going to let you see the card, Sag, and then we'll see. We'll see what you can do. Here you go. All right. Now, at work, feeling blocked. In your love relationship, not wanting to bite through whatever that is, wanting to give up a little bit. With your family and friends, feeling as though you want to throw a temper tantrum and say, hey, I can't handle this anymore, freaking out a little bit. So in all the parts of your relationships, the full moon is bringing out some difficulties for you to resolve, okay? It's not to say that you only have difficulties, but as I was mentioning before in the intro, the full moon is an excellent time to look at things in your relationships, especially things that are out of balance, and try to righten them, try to make them right. So just looking at this, all right, very, very interesting. Okay. Now, you know what? This is like very interesting. I'm just looking at the King of Cups reversed, about you feeling a little out of kilter, emotional, in a bad way, about your friends or family relationship, and the advice being the King of Pentacles reversed. So I feel that you're totally right to do this, okay? You have a right to really feel the way you're feeling, but the King of Pentacles reversed is telling me control that emotional outburst a bit, but still, you know, still say what you need to say. Okay, you have the right to feel this, but I feel that the King of Cups reversed is too much out of control. He's throwing a temper tantrum. He's going crazy. He's not acting in a good way. But as this is your advice card, you know, just turn that anger into a stand. Okay, stand up for what you're angry about, why you're feeling like this. And, you know, let that be known in your family and friends circle, whoever that is that you're feeling that about, or whatever you're feeling that about, because the King of Pentacles is also someone who is not feeling very stable, who has the qualities of this turned around, the qualities of the King of Pentacles turned around. And the King of Pentacles is someone who is very solid, very stable. He's got a lot of money. He's feeling as though he's in control. All right. So in this case, the King of Pentacles reversed as an advice card is say why you are not feeling stable, right? Say, express it, right? Because as an advice card showing the negative side of this, you know, happy and control king for me means tell these people what's going on for you. Tell them why you're not feeling content. Tell them why you're feeling upset. And, you know, face it head on. Don't try to subdue those feelings. Don't try to minimize those feelings. Sometimes it's really necessary to say, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I need. I am angry. Okay. I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling unstable. I'm feeling as though I'm losing out on something here. I'm not being treated fairly. So in order to resolve this, you have to speak up. You have to speak up, Sagittarius. That's what I'm feeling here. Now, in this part of your relationship, which is love, you, your partner, your love partner, if you don't have a love partner, you know, which of course some Sagittariuses of you don't have a love partner, this means you're tired of hanging on to your solitude, perhaps. So tired of hanging on to whatever that is in your love relationship. And this is, again, this is someone who's like taking a high ground, being defensive, defending his stand, because he knows he's right. So whatever you're feeling here, you're right too. You are right. A lot of times in these readings, you know, the feelings that we've been having haven't been justified. It's just the moon driving us crazy. But in this instance, what you're feeling is right. You're right to do that. And if you don't want to hang on anymore with something to do in your relationship, you're right to do it, right? Just follow that feeling. And if other people don't like what you're doing, bad luck. You know, explain to them why and stick with your decision. That's what I'm seeing here. Stick with your decision, because sometimes a situation isn't right for us and we're just hanging on and on. You see, this person is hanging on and on. He's been through so much. He's hanging on. And turned around means, no, I don't want to hang on anymore. It's too much. You know, it's not right for me. And sometimes we need to recognize that this is what's happening. Things are not right for us, and it's time to release, to stop, to let go, to walk away. All right? And you're right in doing that. Okay? Sometimes strange advice here, but that's what the cards are telling me. Now, coming back to this one. This is actually, I think, the best situation, because even though you're feeling blocked at your workplace, this is the advice. The advice is to just stay where you are. Look at what you have. Perhaps this isn't as bad as you thought. That's the only case in your relationships where I would say you feeling stuck is not such a huge deal, perhaps, because look at this. Your work situation, your business, whatever that situation is for you out there in the world, making your money, making your projects, you've built yourself a great base. In reality, you should feel quite good about what you have, and you should be really, really content. So I would say this blockage at work right now is not the time to take drastic action on it, or perhaps, go and kick a few butts, chop off a few heads. I would say it's time to just wait it out a little bit. Okay, concentrate on what you have. Look at all the benefits you have in this situation. And I think it will resolve itself, because it does not say to take drastic action in any way. So just, looking a little deeper and focusing on the situation as a whole. That's what it says. All right. So I hope this makes sense. I don't think it's too bad. I mean, every single reading has been really, really difficult. I don't think I've had a single zodiac reading so far where it's all really easy. The full moon is showing us things that we need to take a look at, and perhaps letting us see what action we can take. So Sagittarius, remember, this is a general reading. If you saw something in the cards that spoke to you differently, use your intuition, take that. Because these are 6 cards laid out for many Sagittarius. Okay, for many of you. Or is it Sagittariuses? Difficult word. Anyways, you know what I mean. So the general energies of these cards coming out for you. And for example, if I show you this card and a flash of insight comes, oh yes, I'm blocked. Maybe I have to drink my medicine because I haven't been thinking clearly. It can be a small thing on a card that for you specifically brings you that flash of insight. But as general energies, I try to interpret it so that you can, take that little piece of advice, get that little piece of insight more specifically out of each card. All right. So I hope it's made sense to you. Thank you so much for your time, for watching. Please leave me a comment. Let me know how you like this and what your flash of insight was. I'm always interested to see how you interpret, each card for you personally, because we're in this together, right? Okay, thank you so much. Watch out for the next update, probably at the time of the new moon, or perhaps the next month. Thank you. Bye. I'm Natasha, your Queen of Wands.